Hello and welcome back to Minecraft with me, DX Phoenix, and I hope everyone's ready for another episode. And let's get started. Right, so we know how I said last episode that we were going to do some more Thorncraft. Well, we're going to do a little bit more, but before I even get started on that, I want to just take a moment and just discuss what my thought has been between this last episode and this one. And it is, well, first of all, let's look at our to-do list. Right, so the only thing we haven't done on here is upgrade the greenhouse. That will be coming. So I should really be updating our to-do list for new projects, because the greenhouse also needs moving. It needs bringing over here more. Would also mean, coincidentally, I believe our barn might need moving. Our barn workshop area might need moving. This house definitely needs moving and a new one being put up somewhere. Because I feel as this place has grown on its own, it's also become cramped in some areas and the space could be used for other things. So for that, there's going to be, you're probably going to see some of the buildings being torn down and partially torn down between episodes. As episodes go on, other buildings being put up, and as you've probably just noticed, I have got something here that's just being marked out. That is because I'm extending this little patch of land here. I'm going to be extending it out to either just beyond or just within this dirt border. So that's what's going to happen. So this is going to appear. That's going to extend out. So this is basically where, when our little house there gets torn down, where the new one gets put. It's going to get put on here, on a hill overseeing the rest of the place. Basically the rest of our farm. And the Thorncraft area definitely needs moving and the building needs redoing. So how far away we're going to put it from stuff, because there's going to be experiments which could be kind of dangerous. I'm not sure. And with the factory which will be going over here anyway, eventually, we are needing some updated things. So now I'm back down. Ooh, it's night time. Let's get back into some of the Thorncraft. As you can see, our Thorncraft alchemy stuff is still here, but there's also something else that I've put in. Stone table, anvil, cauldron, and a piston. And you're probably wondering, what are these here for? Well, if anyone's played around in Minecraft before, they're going to know straight away. However, if we go into clockwork mines, as well as you can make clockwork mines, there we go, you can also create a golem press. And a golem press does pretty much exactly what it sounds like. So we're going to make one, and we're going to have a look at the interface. And that looks interesting. Ooh. Here we are. So then, basic arms, clockwork head, basic legs. Oh, okay. That's interesting. It's got a light. So a wooden one has a light frame. An iron one has a heavy frame. It's fireproof and blastproof. Okay. So you can have a carry frame. Iron, just carry frame at the moment. Okay, that's interesting. So these are the things we need. So this is also going to require some research into it. But I do like how the mod developer's done this. This looks really good. Definitely compared to previous versions of Thorncraft. Look at back in the Formonomicon, so right, so we can find other bits for them as well. We can create what looks like new mines for them, and we can create the seals. However, due to my lack of experience and lack of knowledge in this, which is what we would really need to, I feel, get these two to work properly, because I've tried the pipes on one of my test worlds and these are just not talking to each other. Now I could just get them into vials, put them here, and then just transfer into jars. Sorry, not vials. Jars in here, and then use vials to transfer them over. However, there's still going to be pipes around. And we've seen my wiring. It's horrendous. So, a few golems running around just like popping stuff into jars. One being told to put stuff in here to create something, then changing it out when we need it, I think would be a lot better. Also, with the improvement to the building as well, when it looks a lot better, that might work as well. So that brings us on to our next little project. Oh, I can see some zombies. That's good. That's good for us, because we're going to create something. That's right. We're going to be doing some blood magic. So we need redstone, iron, and string, because we need rudimentary snares. And you're now probably thinking, that is too many snares, Phoenix. Nope, it really isn't. Because what we're after is, whenever I find it, I think, no, we're after demonic will. It was demonic will we wanted. We're after that, and we need some mobs. I did see some zombies over here. However, that will do. No. Ow. Ooh. That was a close one. Give me my wool back. Wow. Someone did not want to generate wool for me. Ow. Dealing with them. Oh, I see Enderman. There we go. Now, as you can see, by the difficulty it is to even get the white particle effects to appear on the mobs, these snares are, I didn't produce too many. Come on. Yeah, something else. Ooh, you got it straight away. Nope, no explosions. One more. Nope. Killing you then. Right, so I've got 3 wool so far. Good luck. Joy of flying. So I'm gonna be back in a minute. Back in a minute, guys, when I've gotten a few more will. So see you shortly. Okay, everyone, I'm back, and I haven't got loads more will back, but I have got an interesting idea looking at our mob grinder. If I were to just shut that off, it stops the actual grinder itself. I could open this up. If I could ever get it. There. Could open this up and sit here for a moment. And tag some mobs with these snares and then kill them. Or even switch this back on to kill them. That does sound like a plan. Although they won't spawn as long as I'm here, so I'm going to be back again in a moment once I've tested this and seen if it's worked. So, back in a moment, guys. It was just a thought. Right, that didn't go completely as planned, however, I've got a few more will. So we're just going to drop down into here. And we're going to need to heal up as well. So that's quite a bit more will. We'll just dump some of our mob drops. And we won't need those snares. But that's 10 demonic wills we've got in total. And as you can see, there is a will quality in them. Now, by all means, let me know in the comments below if you know how to attain higher quality, or if the quality even means anything, because at the moment I don't think it does. I do have a furnace, which is great, because that's the next thing we need. One of these two, because we're going to make a blood altar. I am missing something. Oh, that's why. But I'm just going to use, at the moment, the lowest quality wills to craft stuff. There's our altar. I'm going to pop that there. Okay, now the next thing we need, I believe, was this sacrificial dagger. So I'm going to need iron. Of course I am. Long chest. Ooh, quite a few ender pearls there. I'll have to grab them in a moment. Can anyone else hear that? Or am I going mad? Shush. My apologies. For my frantic looking through chests, I already had the glass on me. Phoenix is a derp. There we go. This is probably why I'm going to need more food. melons and carrots will do for now. But all we do is there we go, and as I can see, that's being put into the altar. Now there's an internal buffer already built into the altar itself, so at the moment that's all we're filling. You can see this going down if you shift. It's either 1,000 or 2,000. I cannot remember what the internal buffer is for the altar. Might have even been changed and made bigger. It is 1,000. Right, needing more food. Right, so at the moment I'm going to fill this altar up because the next thing I'm going to need is this a weak blood orb, and it requires 2,000 and a diamond. So I'm going to go grab a diamond in a moment, and I'm going to fill this altar up, so I'll be back in just a moment. And I'm back. As you can see, we now have the blood altar filled up to a maximum of 10,000 millibuckets of life essence. My life essence. Ugh. I've been through a fair few carrots and melons in order to get to this point. But I'm just going to show you how to make the weak blood orb, which is the first stage of the blood orbs, and you just pop that in and it will start infusing the blood with the diamond. If you shift, you can see that slowly reducing, so when that gets down to 8,000, then that would then be transformed into the next item. I do have to admit, I do like what Way of Time has done with the altar, the way he's made it look this time. It does look a lot better and definitely a lot darker. Ooh. And here is our blood orb, so you just right click and there we go, our weak blood orb. Now this will store life essence and basically what's in the altar. So if just going to take that off my hotbar for a moment. As you can see, this is now down to 8,000. I would like to keep it at 10 as much as possible. However, I'm just going to demonstrate a problem if you spam your own essence into this too much. Oops. Yeah. You can kill yourself. My derpy face. There we go. Oh, that just tells me everything I had on me. Don't need you. But yeah. There's the problem with pouring oil life in without a way of regenerating your health. Now, this also begs the question, for some of you more veteran players, or some with a bit more knowledge of the mods and you're not a veteran as such, could you combine using this altar with this flower, the Fallen Kincaid, which basically yep, here we go. This basically regens your health. Interestingly enough, blood mages have been known to place odd hexes on their altars which cause this flower to malfunction. That might be something to keep in mind. So by sound of this, Wavetime and Vasky have been talking and decided that putting those two together might not be a good idea. This will have to be tested because it just has to be. Because if it is still a thing, because I know it was in earlier versions, then this could be quite overpowered. But you're probably also wondering, what else? You said you can store essence in here? Yeah. I'm just going to right click and then pop it in there. The right click, if I just take this back out, as you now see, it says current owner, me. I'm the only one that can use that orb. And now it is going to be storing our life essence in there. Ooh. Interesting new particle effects, Wavetime. I'm just going to take that out. So now, I can't check. We can't check the amount of life essence that's stored in there at the moment. We need something called a divination sigil. Now, a divination sigil requires blank slates. Oh, we don't have those, but I'm going to show you how to make them in just a moment. We need arcane ash. Now, in order to get arcane ash, we need Hellfire Forge, one of these, with some looks like white dye, gunpowder, charcoal, or coal, and redstone, with one of these wills. And it looks like it only produces one, but one has 16 has 19 uses. Now, how much is left in there? 8. Okay. Now then. Oh, would do, wouldn't you? I think I can only put one in at a time. Right. So there's a blank slate. So all you do is pop a blank slate into there. You used to be able to put in about 10. Someone decided they wanted to change that by the look of it. And of course I have no inventory space. Phoenix never has inventory space. Move that. Drop that down. So as you can see, this is now, you can see these pieces coming back into play. The life essence is drawing out of our altar. Oh, and also, I believe it was in previous iterations of Blood Magic. But if anyone's squeamish about using a knife to cut themselves, for whatever reason in the game, there is an option in the configuration file where all the mod configs are to have this changed so it doesn't look like this. Just in case. There we go. So that's how we get our blank slates. We are definitely going to be doing more with Blood Magic coming up. There's a lot of fun things in here. There's a lot of also fun and interesting aesthetic blocks you can also create in Blood Magic, and everything helps. It might not be straight away in the next episode we go more into Blood Magic. because I've discovered we do have massive backlog in there, and with Mekanism there is something I want to show you guys which really helps going forward. And we're going to require a lot of things as well, because our power generation is really sorry for itself. Ooh. And I'll get rid of that waypoint. Yeah, going to need to get rid of that waypoint. That's everything, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, please hit like, share and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, as always, if there's anything you guys want to see in future episodes, please comment down below what it is, and I will try and make that happen for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.